Can your governor, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, beat him in the primaries?
So look, I mean, the national horse race polling obviously shows Trump with a bit of a commanding lead. I'm not sure that really tells the whole story here. Look, I mean, Trump is obviously a favorite. There's no doubt about that. I mean, having a former president run in a non-consecutive term again is very, very rare. I mean, so this is a fairly kind of unique scenario. So he's starting with universal name recognition. He's starting with a lot of endorsements. I mean, all that is to be expected. So, Ron DeSantis is a very kind of tough uphill battle to climb. I think he can do it. I'm not saying he will, but I think he has a real shot. I mean, and he has a real shot for a number of reasons. One is that, Ron DeSantis is 44 years old. That is a marked contrast with Donald Trump, who is 76 years old. Sometimes he tends to look a little tired. He hasn't been doing a whole lot of events recently. He canceled his most recent rally out in Iowa due to kind of a fabricated threat of a tornado warning. I had friends in Des Moines, Iowa, texting me drinking beer outside. It was not a tornado warning. It was perfectly fine outside. DeSantis is kind of a young, hungry, scrappy candidate who also has a tremendous track record. I live in Florida. I see it firsthand. I mean, his track record as governor of Florida has been simply sensational. He has literally locked down for the Republican Party the nation's third largest state, which as recently as 4 years ago was a legitimate swing state. I mean, this was the state back in 2000 during the Bush-Gore presidential election that decided the fate of the presidency by 537 votes. Now it's kind of the bastion of red state America. And one person is really responsible for that. So, it's gonna be a slog. It's gonna get nasty out there. It already has gotten a little nasty, unfortunately. It's gonna get probably even nastier. And part of me is really kind of dreading that, because at the end of the day, it really is the woke left that is the enemy of the American right and the global right, for that matter. But yes, I think DeSantis has a real shot if he plays his cards right. The elephant in the room and kind of the looming variable also pertains to how many more indictments of Donald Trump might come in, if indeed there will be more to come. There's one in Georgia. There's a couple possible at the federal level from DOJ Special Counsel Jack Smith as well. So there's a lot of variables still out there. I think Trump is definitely a favorite. We would be silly to not take that position. He's obviously the favorite, but DeSantis has a real shot.
Yeah, that's what the primaries are all about. It's about thrashing out the issues and let the winner be decided.